The story of Prophet Shoaib, alayhi salam, and the people of Madyan. Long ago, in a land not far from the blessed regions where prophets walked, there lived a people known as the people of Madyan. They were descendants of the noble lineage of Prophet Ibrahim, alayhi salam, and their city was located along the great trade routes that connected Yemen, Egypt, Sham, and Iraq. Their land was fertile, rich with agriculture, and strategically placed for commerce. Because of this, Madyan became a center of trade, wealth, and influence. Outwardly, they appeared to be prosperous and advanced. Their markets were filled with goods, their caravans traveled far and wide, and their lives seemed comfortable. But beneath this surface of prosperity was a deep corruption that ate away at their society. The people of Madyan had become consumed with greed, dishonesty, and injustice. Instead of being grateful to Allah for the blessings He had given them, they turned arrogant, oppressive, and heedless of the truth. They cheated in trade, gave less in measure, and manipulated weights and scales. When they bought, they would demand full measure, but when they sold, they would deceive, reducing the measure or altering the scales to take more than what was due. This became a widespread practice, until dishonesty was seen as normal and corruption as acceptable. But worse than their corruption in trade was their corruption in faith. They had turned away from the worship of Allah alone and fell into idolatry. They worshipped false gods and idols, while enjoying the luxuries of this world as if they were eternal. They became arrogant, mocking the poor and weak, and justifying their oppression with pride. It was to these people that Allah, out of His mercy, sent a prophet, the noble Shoaib, alayhi salam. The call of Prophet Shoaib, alayhi salam. Prophet Shoaib, alayhi salam, was known among his people for his eloquence, wisdom, and integrity. He came from among them, so they could not deny his honesty or accuse him of being an outsider. With a heart full of compassion, he called them to the worship of Allah alone, and to abandon injustice, dishonesty, and oppression. Allah tells us in the Qur'an, "And to the people of Madyan we sent their brother Shoaib alayhi salam. He said, O my people, worship Allah. You have no deity other than Him. There has come to you clear evidence from your Lord. So fulfill the measure and weight, and do not deprive people of their due, and do not cause corruption upon the earth after its reform. That will be better for you if you should be believers." Surah Al-A'raf. This was the essence of his message, Tawheed, worshipping Allah alone and justice in dealings. He did not just call them to prayer and worship, but also to honesty in trade, fairness in society, and integrity in character. He reminded them that cheating in business was not just a sin against people, but also a betrayal of Allah's trust. He warned them against arrogance and oppression, saying, "And O my people, give full measure and weight in justice, and do not deprive people of their due, and do not commit abuse on the earth, spreading corruption. What remains lawful from Allah is best for you, if you would be believers. But I am not a guardian over you." Surah Hud. Prophet Shoaib, alayhi salam, reminded them that the wealth they gained through corruption was temporary and cursed, while what Allah left for them, pure, honest sustenance, was far better and blessed. The arrogant response of his people. But his people, blinded by wealth and arrogance, rejected his call. They ridiculed him, mocked his message, and accused him of being weak. They could not tolerate his warnings, because it exposed their dishonesty and threatened their greed. They said to him with arrogance, they said, "O Shoaib, does your prayer command you that we should leave what our fathers worship, or not do with our wealth what we please? Indeed, you are the forbearing, the right-minded." Surah Hud. In their mockery, they twisted his words. They accused him of trying to control their wealth and their religion. They saw religion as a restriction and honesty as a burden. They mocked him sarcastically, pretending to call him wise while intending insult. Some among them even threatened him with expulsion and persecution. The arrogant leaders of his people said, "We will surely expel you, O Shoaib, and those who have believed with you from our city, unless you return to our religion." Surah Al-A'raf. Despite being their brother, despite his gentleness and patience, they plotted against him and the believers. The patience and response of Prophet Shoaib has, but Shoaib, alayhi salam, responded with calmness, dignity, and steadfastness. He did not fall into anger, nor did he fear their threats. He reminded them that his role was only to convey the message, and guidance was in Allah's hands. He said, "O my people, have you considered, if I should be upon clear evidence from my Lord, and He has provided me with a good provision from him, and I do not intend to differ from you in that which I have forbidden you. I only intend reform as much as I am able, and my success is not but through Allah. Upon him I have relied, and to him I return. Surah Hud. With these words, he made it clear that his mission was not for power, wealth, or control. It was purely for reform, for guiding his people back to truth. His reliance was fully upon Allah, not upon their approval or acceptance. The rejection and arrogance. But the people of Madyan persisted in their denial. They continued in their corruption, arrogance, and mockery. Instead of reforming their ways, they challenged him defiantly, saying, They said, O Shoaib, we do not understand much of what you say, and indeed we consider you weak among us. And if not for your family, we would have stoned you. And you are not powerful against us. Surah Hud. Here their arrogance was clear. They dismissed his words as meaningless, considered him weak, and admitted that the only reason they hadn't killed him was out of respect for his tribe. They thought their worldly power and numbers could protect them against the truth. Shoaib alayhi salam reminded them of Allah's power over them, saying, O my people, is my clan more respected for power by you than Allah? But you put him behind your backs in neglect. Indeed, my Lord is encompassing of what you do. Surah Hud. He warned them that if they continued in arrogance, the punishment of Allah would surely descend upon them, just as it had upon the people before them. The final warning. With compassion, Prophet Shoaib alayhi salam gave them a final warning. And, O my people, work according to your position. Indeed, I am working. You are going to know to whom will come a punishment that will disgrace him and who is a liar. So watch. Indeed, I am with you, a watcher awaiting. Surah Hud. He placed the matter in Allah's hands, confident that truth would prevail and falsehood would be destroyed. The destruction of the people of Madyan. But the people of Madyan remained obstinate. They mocked the warnings and continued in their corruption. Then the decree of Allah came. Allah says, So the earthquake seized them, and they became within their home corpses fallen prone. Surah Al-A'raf. And the punishment seized those who had wronged, and they became lifeless bodies in their homes. Surah Hud. It was a terrifying punishment, a mighty cry, a sayha, and a violent earthquake, a rajfa. The ground beneath them shook, the heavens thundered, and within moments, their entire city was destroyed. Their wealth, markets, and palaces vanished as if they never existed. Allah describes, as if they had never prospered therein. Then, away with Madyan as the Thamud were taken away. Surah Hud. The mighty civilization of Madyan was wiped out in a single moment, leaving no trace except as a warning for generations to come. Prophet Shoaib alayhi salam and the believers. After the destruction, Shoaib alayhi salam turned away from the ruins of his people and said with sorrow. So he turned away from them and said, O my people, I had certainly conveyed to you the messages of my Lord and advised you. So how could I grieve for a disbelieving people? Surah Al-A'raf. It was not that he lacked compassion, but he had done his duty. He had conveyed the truth with patience, wisdom, and sincerity, but they chose arrogance and destruction. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring Islamic videos.